We should do the dev rundown. West in League. Yeah, I played West in Canada. I have a lot of thoughts about it. I'm guessing you guys have watched this video a lot, because I haven't been live, and you've probably watched other League streamers react to it. So this is probably like your 5th time watching this video.
Hello everyone, I'm Paul, aka Pabro.
I'm Andre, also known as Medler. Today is July 28th, and as usual, anything that happens after that won't be covered in this video. Now, in this dev update, we want to talk a bit about some things we've got coming over the next few patches, and we also want to talk about a key feature we're working on for League's future.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet.
First, Season 3. This season, we're going to be pulling characters and storylines from Noxus
We're going back in time.
Together. LeBlanc, Inara, Otacon, and Xin Zhao will all be playing a vital role as we continue. And we're super excited to return to China this year, where we'll be celebrating 15 years of Worlds.
We'll also be returning to the base Summoner's Rift map. We've been enjoying seeing all of your reactions to the new maps. And if you're a new map lover, don't worry. We've also still got more in store for the future.
Yo, where the frell you're at? Where the I guess it's not winter yet.
For now, though, let's talk about some of the things you'll see in game real soon.
Okay, we need to talk about Xin Zhao. Many of you have been wondering why he's been a part of Spirit Blossom without actually having his new looks reflected in game.
And
They're giving an update or what?
That's a great question.
Great question. Xin is one of the most popular jungle champions, and he's also just celebrated his 15th birthday. And while he's gotten some updates to his gameplay over the years, his appearance and animations remain stuck in the past.
Now, a lot of older champions are in need of visual updates, and we're working through the roster to update them, while also slotting them into seasons that
Xin
make
Zhao's
sense.
a legendary champ.
So, we wanted to give Xin Zhao
Damn!
We did
It looks good, you know.
this year. Xin Zhao's gameplay is entirely untouched, as we feel his kit holds up really well.
I do think the current like Xin Zhao model is it's kind of outdated. It's good that they do this.
Of his base skin, all of the skins have been updated.
As long as he doesn't have a goofy ass auto attack.
And his current vaulted skins will be unvaulted for 2 weeks. So if you want to grab them, they'll be available for patches 25.17 and 25.18. Commando and Imperial Xin Zhao have also gotten additional upgrades, which have pushed them from 520 RP to 750 RP. You can still pick them both up at the lower price until Xin's update goes live in patch 25.17.
And that's it for Xin. Yep, nothing else. Okay, yeah. He's getting a new epic skin as well. That'll be
of course he is.
Speaking of skins, a few quick updates. Silas and Mel will be receiving prestige skins in the Mythic shop, and J4 and Zoe will get prestige skins on the Battle Pass in Acts 1 and 2, respectively.
Now, we'll also be moving the Exalted Viego skin that we previously mentioned and passing to next year, since we want to take a bit more time.
Chat, Exalted skin is like the really expensive ones, right?
To get that skin right. And finally, for Victor Nation, we've got an important message.
We do indeed. Victor mains, we've heard you. Machine Herald Victor will be coming out in patch 25.19.
25.19?
All of you
That's
Victor
in like 2 months, I guess.
For free if you had Mastery 5 or above as of August 4th. Otherwise, for everyone else, they'll be available in the shop. We also have a small update to Battle Passes. Passes are slightly harder to complete than we intended, so we're going to be lowering the levels on the Battle Pass from 50 to 48 as a result.
Chat, is the Battle Pass good in
The
League?
amount
I
of
never
time
tried
between
it.
levels will stay the same, so you should see slightly faster completion. We won't be removing any rewards from the track, just condensing the pass a little.
We're also adding some emotes and icons to the Mythic shop
Not
that
anymore.
were previously only earnable by completing TFT passes. So, you can finally go back and pick up some of your fan favorite emotes from years ago if you never got the chance to get them.
Oh my god, I haven't streamed for fucking 2 days and I fucking missed this, chat. What is this, Halloween? Oh, it's Doombots. Doombots kind of fun, you know. Doombots kind of fun.
So yeah, Doombots is back.
Last year, when we released our updated bot AI, we mentioned that this could have other applications that utilize bots. And we, of course, saw many of you ask, what would a certain PvE mode that use bots be like with this? Now, Doombots pits you and 4 other teammates against a somehow even seriously more evil Vagar, who's armed with some of the meanest bots we've ever created. The goal? Survive and protect your Nexus.
It's got new bots, a new boss, a new difficulty
What,
mode,
so you have to
new
survive
curses
waves? You don't
and
have to
missions.
end, or what?
We've even made Blitzcrank bots hook, push minions out of the way, so enjoy that one.
Now look, in the past, you've told us that Doombots wasn't hard enough.
Oh, you have to kill the
So
boss.
we made something we're calling Trials of Doom. A
Ooh, that
unique
sounds kind of
challenge
fun.
Each patch with an obstacle that you need to overcome while fighting tougher bots.
They should make it like
what if
levels.
curses stack up over the game, and what if all the bots had Vagar's passive?
Now, we know what you're wondering, or at least some of you. Hey, will other older modes also get a return? And the answer right now is, maybe. We don't have any immediate plans to bring the other modes back from the past, but we're open to exploring it. In the meantime, though, be on the lookout for some seriously doomed games against these high-powered AI.
And if you're looking to learn more, we have a blog out today to cover more about this update to Doombots.
So we have a key update
Twisted
we want to
tree
talk about that we
line.
believe will help new players, in particular. WASD controls.
Hold on, Hondo. Is it WASD? Is it WASD? Is it WASD? Is it what's up? I don't know. Chat? Let us know. But for
Chat.
now, what are you going to call it?
It's WASD.
WASD, all right, he said it. Anyway, we found that a lot of new or returning players struggle a lot with League's controls early on. Click to move just isn't the sort of control scheme they're used to, and it puts a lot of people off, including many that we believe would otherwise really love the game. So we're introducing WASD as an alternate control scheme to help get new players to the fun parts of League faster and with less friction. We're going to hand things over to the members of the WASD team to talk more about how and when you can get your hands on it and what you can expect.
WASD.
Hey gamers, I'm Dashi Jador, the producer for WASD.
And I'm Dean, the designer for WASD.
We've been working on WASD for a while now, and we want to get it in your hands to test. Ultimately, our goal with WASD is to make playing League more intuitive for first-time players or those returning, without changing what makes League, League. That said, we're longtime League players ourselves and have been using point and click for years. So we've been working hard to ensure that both control schemes feel great across all ranks, champions, and modes.
In order to make sure that's true, we've been gathering tons of feedback from our internal playtest team, from brand new players, and from pro players at MSI. And now we're ready to get even more feedback from all of you. WASD is going to come to PBE in the next few patches, and it'll stay there for an extended run. We're taking a
This is
slower
gonna
than
completely
usual
change
rollout,
the game.
where we'll start on PBE, we'll move to unranked queues, and eventually into
Maybe.
ranked. Our goal is to make sure we have the time
I
to
don't
gather
think so.
feedback and act on it before a full release.
We're rolling it out this way because we want to make sure that we can catch any bugs, unintended interactions, and to ensure that your ranked games aren't disrupted by someone WASD-ing into
I mean, I tried WASD in Canada. They were trialing WASD with all of the pro players, and they invited me as well. And I was playing 1v1s with WASD. Yo, lol, manifest. Thanks for the 10 gifted, much love. I can tell you that there's some things about WASD which is really strange. For example, I think a lot of people will know this. I think maybe I saw Dom did a video. I haven't seen the video, so if I'm repeating his points, I apologize because I know he was testing it as well. But the way WASD works is you can kite very easily as an AD carry. I feel like kiting mechanics of spacing someone, if you play on WASD, you already have master to grandmaster like level spacing. The reason is all you have to do is hold the directional keys that you want to run in, for example A and S, so you go down and left, and you hold your mouse right click on top of the enemy champion. That's it. Then your character will automatically run away and hit on every single attack speed that it has. That's it. All you have to hold is AS and hold your right click down. That's it. And if I want to sidestep, I press D. And all I have to do is hold my right click down. That's it. And then my champ will auto attack. And then, for example, I was playing Ezreal. Your Q is your left click. So when you're kiting, all you have to do is like ASD as you're kiting back. Hold your right click down and just click. And kind of when it comes to kiting as AD carries, when I played Ezreal, it felt like I was playing on like, I don't know what the word, aim assist, like autopilot, you know. So for AD carries, it felt very powerful. Now there was one, like I played WoW for like over 10 years. So when I was 1v1ing people, they were very bad. Well, not very bad. They were not very used to WSAD, so they were kind of like running all over the place. But I'm quite used to like WSAD movement and auto-attacking and stuff like that. So it came quite naturally. It feels like the skill shots are quite easy to hit as well. It felt like there was, I don't know if there is something behind it, I didn't ask, but it felt like there was a level of aim assist where depending, you know how sometimes when you EQ on Ezreal, it felt like that kind of mechanic, where it automatically kind of aimed a little bit, depending on where I was running. There is some drawbacks to WASD, though. Wait, let me show you. which is, yeah, for example, jungle clear, right? Like for example, the problem with WASD is, if you think about it, you have W to go forward, you have A, D, and S, right? And then you have WA, WD, SD, and SA, right? So you can only go in like 8 directional points. I don't know if they're going to find a fix for that, but what you would notice is when you're clearing Grump, for example, and I want to go to my wolves, you can't go like this. You have to kind of like go down, 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 you know? Does that make sense? So when I'm going to like raptors, I have to go like down, up, down, 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 right, down, down, down. You can't like click around the walls and min-max. So that's why the jungle clears are so slow. So there definitely is a cap to how strong it is, in my opinion. What I think is going to happen is, if it stays in its current form, everyone in low elo who plays AD carry will be 10 times better at the game, or any kind of marksman style champion. Anyone who plays like mid lane or top lane or jungle and needs like crisp clicks for directional movement, they will get a little bit bodied in this current format. So yeah, it depends. The key bindings are quite weird. I think I had like, my E was like my F on Ezreal, my R was my R, my Q was my left click. But I think what you'll notice in League specifically, because like I said, I played a lot of WASD games, like I played WoW, Arena and shit like that, and you know, you have key bindings on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My feeling for League is that I feel like mouse keys are very important. Because your directional movement is so important during fights. So I feel like having a mouse with key bindings on it is so important, so fucking important. So I think you'll have like your right clicks your auto attack, your left clicks your Q, your middle mouse is your thing, whatever it is. Your left button is your W, your right button is your E. So I think if you're not used to using mouse keybinds, you might take a bit longer to get better at WASD than people who use full keyboard. Or you could use foot pedals, you know. Maybe some foot pedals would go kind of hard in this, not gonna lie. But yeah, I think the main things I think people have told you is kiting on AD carries is very powerful and clearing on jungle is a bit difficult. But yeah, overall, it's kind of like aim assist, you know, in my opinion. It's easier to dodge the easy spells. It's harder to dodge the harder spells. It's got a cap, in my opinion, for like raw mechanics outside of auto spacing. So yeah, that's my takes on WASD.
We've discovered,
and you'll see it. Like, I don't know how it works with champions like Kalista, for example. That's gonna be freaky. And I wonder if they're gonna like add a style where WASD is like combined with your mouse somehow. So for example, I hate bringing up WoW all the time because it's WASD. In WoW, maybe you'll know, you have like, I don't know if you guys have unbinded these keys, but you have Q and E, which is like strafe, you know? And strafing for me when I played WoW really helped my directional movement, or like right clicking and holding right click down and like controlling my camera. It didn't have that in League. I wonder if they're gonna somehow mesh the mouse or add extra buttons to like add more directional movement.
heard and resolved a lot of edge case scenarios while in development, so we're hopeful we got rid of the most atrocious bugs. One of the earliest bugs led to a few playtests where Nunu could do this sick 180 instantly while snowballing, and that unlocked a new fear for many of us. Now, let's talk about balance.
Yeah, like WASD control, camera control, super important.
Our goal is to make sure WASD is an awesome way to play League for the players who want it, but no one should feel forced to switch control schemes just to stay competitive.
One thing we'll be keeping a close eye on is how WASD affects balance.
I guess the easy way to think about it, I guess the first impressions I got, it's kind of like someone playing on a controller Xbox and someone playing on their mouse and key, you know, like someone's just fucking clunky as hell, but he has good shots, and you can be a lot more crisp, and depending on how good your shots are, you'll probably hit them better.
Between moving and attacking, especially at high attack speeds. With point and click, kiting or chasing someone down while attacking takes serious precision, and WASD controls can make this a lot easier.
This is something on everyone's minds.
That's exactly it. That's exactly, like I said, all you literally have to do, and I'm not kidding, when I was playing this fucking WASD, is I would just hold my right click button down and hold W, and then I would auto space perfectly based on my attack speed. It doesn't matter how much attack speed I had. I just held my W key and I held my right click, and that's it. And then I pressed my E on Ezreal, and I E'd forward, and I kept my right click down. That's it. That was it. I just held my... It was crazy.
So we're going into PvE very aware of it.
It wasn't like click forward, auto attack, cancel it by accident, ooh shit, click forward by accident, E forwards, Q, auto attack. It was That was it.
And we'll be ready to make adjustments if we need to.
Beyond WASD movement and improving the way the champion feels while in WASD, we feel there should be a few other things that can be improved for both control schemes. So we're making some updates to those spaces, like key binding and camera.
Yeah, I think camera control is so important.
For key bindings, we're exploring a lot more finite controls for players to be able to set whatever they want. For example, we'll let you bind the left click on your mouse without having to edit your system files for the first time in League's history.
We're also adding a new version of locked camera called Dynamic Locked Camera. It extends your view towards your mouse, and our hope is to get the simplicity of locked camera, but with
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Oh my god. Playing WASD, you have to play locked camera, obviously. It's so fucking impossible to play without locked camera. So your map awareness is a lot lower. You know how Faker, what F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, 4, doing that with WASD is fucking hard, man. I couldn't see anything on the map. It's so hard because you're like, I don't know, I feel like when you're clicking in the new F1, maybe it's something I have to get used to. It's much easier to like press space and click where you want to go. But with WASD, I feel like you're just standing still. I don't know.
Flexibility to see more of the action when you need to. Both of these updates are going to be locked to WASD
As much as you can press WSAD,
and the only reason we want to do that is to make sure all WASD-related
so
features
difficult.
are in a great state before we roll them out to everybody. While WASD is on PBE, we'll be consistently shipping improvements and tweaks based on your feedback. We're still in an experimental state, so you'll likely see changes patch to patch.
And that's why we
Wait,
really
when's it
need
out?
your feedback. So when WASD launches in a couple of patches, go to the PBE, try every champion, find the weirdest bugs, and tell us all about it. Seriously, some of you are some of the most creative and wildiest players out there, and we need you. So grab a friend, get to the PBE, and WASD your way down the rift. Make sure to give us feedback and help us make a fun control scheme for new players.
Yeah, so the thing I would say to finally wrap it up, like, I think they're going to fine-tune this and perfect it. And the more they fine-tune and perfect it, the more I think it's viable in, like, higher reloads. But for now, I think this thing's going to fucking knock out everyone from, like, plat down. From, like, plat to iron. This whole pocket of players is going to be impacted by it, I think. I think anyone above won't be too impacted by it. Anyone playing in, like, Diamond Plus with WASD is just going to look like a fucking bot. But when people get better and better and better and better and better and better at it, and they fine-tune it more and more and more and more, it'll become more viable, I think.
That's it from us. If you want to learn more, you can check out the blog. It's out now.
We're also working on some smaller stuff aimed at helping new players get into League 2. You know, there are some things in League that we believe
Chat, I need to... fuck, I need to run the ads. We'll finish this video.
are unnecessarily hard to track or just a bit of a chore that contribute to League being a hard game to learn. So we're going to be adding jungle timers to all
Some guy in chat says, I moved my camera with WASD. Well, you're fucking cooked.
as well as making it easier to track summoner spell usage in the death recap screen. We've also got some additional changes planned in this sort of vein coming
Bro, I feel like gold tier Caitlyn's are gonna have like Gumayushi movement with this WASD.
later in the year, and more on those in a future dev update.
Hey all, I'm Riot Froxon.
And I'm just a capybara. We're here to talk more about the ongoing work we've been doing to reduce game-ruining behavior. Earlier this year, we began issuing LP refunds for when we detected cheaters in your League games.
While also banning them, of course. After that, we started rolling out improvements to our griefing and inting detection to make sure these sorts of people don't end up in your games. With all the work that we're doing for the future of League, we also know that the element we need to maintain above all else is League's competitive integrity. And in order to keep that reality, we need to give you games with 9 other players of similar skill levels.
We've heard your frustrations over the years, and we know that you want us to do more about smurfing. And we agree. It sucks, and it makes your games worse.
Alright, so
starting in patch...
Chat, the final thing I'll say about WASD is like, you know how they like said, we want to increase more younger generation players to compete in League, so we introduce WASD. I'm like, okay, we've introduced WASD. How do we get more access to players? We've introduced a new feature. It's called third-person League of Legends, where you can have your camera just above your character, and you can play the game from a third-person perspective instead of a top-down view. We think this will be a good change because it encourages more players who come from a Fortnite background and a first-person perspective. Now it's third-person. You know, I just imagine this happening in like 5 years' time.
My skill shot's gonna go. God damn it. Fuck. Alright.
2518, we're going to be taking additional action against accounts that use the 2 most common smurfing behaviors we see, boosting and hitchhiking.
Simply put, boosting is
We'll
when
go kinda
someone
hard.
else plays on your account to climb to a higher rank, and hitchhiking is when a higher skilled player duos on a fraudulent, usually purchased account with a lower skilled player to artificially increase their rank. We'll be taking action on both accounts in these situations, both the booster and the boostee.
One of the reasons we're doing more now is because Vanguard has given us the increased capability and
Vanguard?
accuracy we
Why do you do
need
that?
to determine if accounts are being shared or sold. which is what enables most smurfing.
Bro, is this the guy on Twitter who did McDonald's.com to the booster? Who he said like, we're gonna get rid of boosters, and then the guy tweeted at him and said, but now I don't know how to make money, my job is gone. And then he just fucking quotes retweeted the McDonald's link.
Back in 25-13,
that
we
has
added
got to
a
go
new
down in
rank manipulation
history as one of the
category,
top
so
fucking
you could let us know when you
top
believe someone is
clapbacks.
boosting, hitchhiking, deranking, or whatever.
Your reports were...
This guy's going schizo on Twitter, by the way. He's perma-tweeting at every league person that like tweets at him about boosting, or like this guy's like, we're gonna get rid of we're gonna kill smurfing and alt account abuse. He's like, my main income is boosting, and it's like, well, time to go to McDonald's.
instrumental in helping us gather a bunch of data to improve our detection systems, and we'll be using a combination of our detection systems and reports to punish these accounts. You'll also get a feedback report, so you'll know when you've helped us find these accounts. And we're going to be doubling down on banning accounts that are being bought, sold, or shared, regardless of whether or not they're used in ranked smurfing.
For those of you who are wondering if this applies to your alts, if you're the only one who's ever played on your alt and you aren't engaging in ranked manipulation, you're fine. So if you've got another account that you created and leveled on your own to learn another role or play norms with lower skilled friends or whatever, don't worry. We're not coming after you. And if we ever do get it wrong, let us know by filing an appeal with our player support team. We are in the process of banning a bunch of accounts that were commercially botted.
I wonder how
and
many
meant to be
accounts have been
resold.
accidentally
We're going
banned,
to go
and
through
then the person
also
just
ban
doesn't
bunch
submit a
of accounts
ticket
that
and
have
just like,
been sold
fuck
or
this
shared
game.
that people use as part of a roster of alts to do various bad things.
Another longer-term project we're working on that will also help reduce smurfing is TrueSkill 2, with its increased MMR detection accuracy. We started testing it in North America in March in normal SR and ARAM. We then fixed some issues and expanded testing to all unranked queues in Korea last month. We're seeing players placed correctly in about 5 games, which is 3 to 5 times faster than our current system.
We know League's matchmaking is super important to you and to us. It's important to us that we meet those expectations, and we know we have more work to do to get us there.
That's it for us today, but we'll be back in October to share another update on this work. If you want to learn more, check out the dev blog that's live now.
All right, we know this is a long one, so here are some final updates. We'll kick off Worlds with the 2025 Anthem on October 10th, which will honor and celebrate all of the legends of the sport from over the years. Then, games will
15-year
kick
anniversary?
off in Beijing on October 14th, with finals in Chengdu on November 9th.
Now, we'd love your feedback on anything, of course, but we'd especially love to get all of your takes on WASD as soon as that hits PBE soon. We'll work on a number of things we think are really important for the long-term future of League.
Chad, when's it
WASD
hitting
is the first one up and
when's
the
it
one
hitting
we're in a
PB?
position to talk about right now. So please give us all your takes, and we'll talk about some other efforts in a little while.
We've got some dev blogs going out right now, so please check those out and let us know your thoughts.
Does it say here? It doesn't say here. Okay, so when is it going to PB? When's that happening? Also, how has it become WASD? It's WSAD. It's WSAD. How have we gotten to WASD?
Matches, if you want to keep your hopes alive,
Who started that?
going positive,
Who started that trend?
important wins now.
It's WSAD.
So many good games here, and I feel like especially I'm waiting for
WASD's nuts.
Longshu matchup as well.